The Coin Lady channel is pleased to have you back. The XRP chart is here again. Currently, we are at a little under 56 cents. The price of XRP rose slowly but steadily throughout the day. On one level, it was a green day. The current success of competing cryptocurrencies has revived claims that Ripple is artificially lowering the price of its own coin, XRP. See, this is the 589th genuine XRP holder. There are 6 XRP bots on Ripple, and the price is 50 cents. However, according to David Schwartz, we halted the programming of XRP sales. That took place in the year 2019. The XRP markets report for the 120th quarter also touched on this. Bill Morgan, however, goes a little farther and states that, contrary to what Joel Katz said in the document, the initial step of the process you described is a direct sale to a client through Ripples, rather than the open market. This isn't just me reading the text, David has highlighted it. I'm also reading the following statement, which states that Ripple will only sell XRP in conjunction with OTL transactions and XRP sourcing. Only from publicly traded companies. What does that mean for the marketability of XRP that has been freed from escrow but has not been re-escrowed? What he means is that Ripple releases 1 billion tokens per month and then buys back 800 million of them. This is what he's referring to. How about the additional 200 million? What happens to that? Does it ever make it to the real market? Or are OTL consumers being sold it instead? We also know that on-demand liquidity is in demand at the moment. Furthermore, I believe that the lack of demand at the moment is the main reason why the price of XRP isn't heading in the direction that we would all prefer it to. Also simultaneously, it seems to me that Ripple is likewise attempting to keep the XRP price stable. Because institutions dislike instability when it comes to their involvement. If the price of XRP stays more consistent, Ripple can attract more institutional investors. However, contrary to what some want you to believe, I don't think they're utilizing bots anymore. But how do you feel about that? Is the price being held down by Ripple still? Is their only goal really to keep the XRP price stable? Is it now? As more and more international banks consider using Ripple's XRP, it may hold the key to stable currency, backed by gold. The idea of an XRP, backed by gold pops up every so once again. Tokenizing central banks' gold holdings has been a topic of open discussion at the World Gold Council, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank. We have been vociferous about this. Throughout, this has been my stance. Consider XRP a gold-backed cryptocurrency. It could be reasonable. But even if it isn't, and it's just transferring digital currencies guaranteed by central banks or stable coins backed by gold, XRP would still need to be highly valued. Therefore, it's a win-win situation from every angle. Not only that, but XRP, XLM, and XTC are also cryptocurrencies. Indeed, this is how the International Monetary Fund has traditionally viewed XRP and XLM. But you know, this country will start using currencies backed by gold in that country in the future. BRICS is currently moving in that direction. When it comes to the US Treasury dollar, I believe the US is just as good. Regardless of the outcome, holders of XRP will benefit. SWIFT was criticized by Rick for showing partiality against the US dollar. Is it possible that this is what sets in motion a shift in the present international system of financial payments? In my opinion, the XRP ledger will soon be the default method of processing fast transactions. At this point, I believe that Ripple and XRP will undoubtedly be utilized by SWIFT. BRICS, on the other hand, might utilize RippleNet and XRP separately from SWIFT if they so choose. SWIFT is superfluous, to put it another way. In addition, it demonstrates that XRP and RippleNet are superior technologies to SWIFT. Is this the path that BRICS will go, taking into account our current XRP position? Major Indian banks are currently using XRP. Russia has already expressed interest in Ripple and XRP. Ripple and XRP are already being used by several Chinese banks. Next, consider Brazil and South Africa, two countries experiencing massive waves at the moment. For that reason, I stated that BRICS will use XRP anytime I brought it up. First things first, nobody wants to deal with the American firm. However, if you pay attention to Brad's speech, Ripple is now an international corporation. They're spread out around the globe. They've expanded beyond the United States. It so happens that San Francisco is home to one of its branches. Personally, I see it that way. Along the route, all the facts will be revealed by time. The multi-trillion-dollar problem that XRP attempts to solve is one that Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has stressed. Also, listen to Brad's comments regarding Jamie Dimon. The fact that we're still tied up with the SEC is another thing holding XRP back. Electronic resources. First things first, Jamie Dimon has to know where he stands. He occupies a prominent position within the international monetary system. There are an extremely small number of institutions that generate enormous profits. JP Morgan Chase is undoubtedly one of them. This ecosystem is unprofitable for 99.9% of banks due to that vantage point. Regarding international money transfers. Through sales, Jamie Dimon earns what is technically called a shitton of money. So, the money that Jamie Dimon makes from international wire transfers is ridiculous. Consider Jamie Dimon's state of mind in 2017 and 2018. So here he is, sitting there, bragging about how much money they're making. Next thing you know, Ripple and XRP are here. On top of that, they have a great method for reducing the costs associated with international money transfers. As an added downside, cutting costs means less money for Jamie Dimon. And thus, he naturally consults with his political acquaintances. They employ the SEC to slowly ripple down. And they're stifling our progress as XRP holders all the while. We would be looking at a very different XRP if this case had never begun, in my opinion. If we were to sit at double digits today, we probably would have already been there. However, we are still entangled with the SEC and are patiently awaiting the conclusion of that matter. Just to refresh your memory, JP Morgan sent representatives to speak with Ripple before the litigation ever began. Can you follow my reasoning here? And then, out of nowhere, they have JP Morgan coin, which no other bank is going to be interested in using. Once Ripple achieves the clarity I'm referring to, this case will inevitably conclude. Plus, the legal status of XRP is already well established. Permit that matter to come to a close. A large number of American banks will begin using XRP very soon because of how quickly it will happen. On-demand liquidity is something else they'll be using. Medico was acquired by Ripple Labs for $250 million. April 2023. In June of last year, Citibank and Medico announced their alliance. Now, Citibank is conducting tests on the tokenization of assets on-chain connected dots. That acquisition was crucial because large-scale tokenization is impossible without custody. In addition to guiding us in that path, Brad also brilliantly positioned the XRP ledger for tokenization. Tokenization will bring a lot of value by standardizing the share Ripple to obtain common costs and standards for custody and trust, which is different from what a bank or trust company would offer. A bank acts as a go-between, taking deposits into reserve funds and then lending out money based on those funds. Put simply, when you deposit funds into a bank account, the bank then extends credit to you. In a trust, a third party, the trustee, is authorized to hold assets as property for the benefit of one or more beneficiaries, without the trustee being able to utilize those reserves for their own benefit. To rephrase, when you use a trust, no one can borrow against your funds or assets, regardless of what the bank does. Additionally, I believe that Ripple had to acquire standard custody and trust because some large institutions will want to keep all of their tokenized assets in a trust. Things are beginning to fit into place. More and more, the magnitude of this is becoming apparent. A very different XRP will be before us by the year's end, in my opinion. When that happens, the price will move incredibly quickly. Additionally, I must remind you that this morning while watching fellow YouTubers in the community, I came across multiple AI-generated scam ads. Among them were Larry Fink, BlackRock, Faith, Free Bitcoin and ETH giveaway, and Brad Garland's Ripple Fate Free XRP giveaway. People, please do not click on the links, scan the QR codes, or send your cryptocurrency to an unknown wallet. This isn't real, and you're going to end up with nothing. Victims of this have sent me an overwhelming amount of stuff. Keep in mind, there is no such thing as a free lunch. Ripple will not increase the value of your XRP holdings. Do nothing whenever you see these YouTube scam adverts that are developed by artificial intelligence. It is imperative that you secure your cryptocurrency holdings and remove them from exchanges. No trade is completely risk-free either. The time for you to lose your cryptocurrency is running out. It occurs frequently in my experience. What do I do now that I've lost all my cryptocurrency? Is the next question people ask. Plus, they believe they can get something for nothing. They end up losing their cryptocurrency because of that. If anything seems too good to be true, it probably is. This is unbelievable. And for a time, the advertising that were generated by AI were almost non-existent. However, they have returned without warning this time. However, we are nearing the end of the race. The way everything is fitting together is becoming clear. You want to be holding crypto, especially XRP, when a new financial system emerges, because that's when the real fun starts, even if you don't believe in crypto itself. But until then, have faith, keep an optimistic outlook, and let's amass wealth together. Well, that's the end of the video. Leave a comment with your opinions. And, as always, we ask that you like and subscribe. Muchas gracias, depart.